Initially, the passion for cooking came from going back in the days where mom was making breakfast, lunch, dinner for us as kids. She got us really involved into the kitchen. So I was always, chasing her around, trying to get little tips, secrets, that kind of thing, and then just trying to cook with her. As early as I can remember, like 5 years old, I've always been in the kitchen doing something or other. All through high school, college, all I ever wanted to do was be a doctor. So ironically, after I graduated UIC, I kind of lost my taste for it. So I always remembered what would make me happy at that point. So I went backwards and thinking, and I remember that time sitting with mom in the kitchen. Everything made sense. So I started looking at my options of what I can do in the culinary field. Did a bunch of research on schools and stuff and ended up choosing Le Cordon Bleu. Did their program for about 2 years, excelled in it. After graduation there, I stayed around in their kitchens, and the opportunity came up for a new restaurant opening up in Greektown, Meli Cafe. So it was like a natural fit. I was lucky enough to design the menu from scratch. As time went on and our following got bigger and bigger, they trusted me more and more, and then they just released the reins and allowed myself to, I guess, expand and create and do as I pleased to keep the people of Chicago happy. And so far it's been working well. I mean, we have a lot of loyal fans that will line up for over a 45 minute to an hour wait, and I appreciate them for it. So obviously we're doing something right. I want to say is I'm getting older and more seasoned and experienced, sticking true to the roots. Like in the beginning, when you first come out of school, you got all this information, you're ready to start changing things. So I'm going to take a hollandaise and make it better. I'm going to take feta cheese and just infuse it with some wasabi, and there you go, I got something new going on. But now I like to stick to my roots, because if it wasn't broken in the beginning, obviously who am I to say that I can change it? I mean, I can try, but if it tastes good just the way it was, I'll be more than happy to replicate it to the best of my ability and pass that on to the customers. If I have to choose one to eat for a long, long time, honestly, I would say Latin. I love heat. So, I mean, ironically, I like to cook, a little bit more safe, but I love to eat spicy food. Nothing's hot enough for me, as they say. My favorite to make is Italian. I mean, like I said, maybe it's because of where I started working in the beginning, but I love Italian cuisine. I mean, two different philosophies, northern, southern. You got your light, heavy sauces, you got your cheeses. I mean, maybe it's also because it's similar to the Mediterranean style of like Greek cuisine. So it's like a natural fit for me because, since I'm being Greek. Just the freshness, the herbs. I mean, a nice marinara sauce, I mean, it just gets me mouth-watering. Kouzina, we've been doing it now for, I think it's our 5th year participating. After the first event, I went way overboard, got excited, started preparing. I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it well. I love the response. I love the questions you get from the people there. So it kind of got me excited, like, because I love teaching. Like, I love to, if anyone asks me a question about something, I love to sit aside, pull them, and then whatever knowledge I have, I love to share. So, I mean, events like Kouzina give you a chance to also showcase what your restaurant can do, but also to interact with people who actually eat it, because sometimes, as chefs in the back of the house, you don't see who comes in day in and day out. You might get lucky and remember 5% of your clientele, but at events like that, you get to see them live for that 3 hours you're there, and then you get honest feedback, not filtered through whether it's, internet source or front of the house or whatnot. I love how food can just be a statement. Like, as you have artists on their canvas, a plate is basically like a canvas for a chef to just be as creative as possible. And I feel food, I guess, is that sort of a medium.